For a long time, I thought rest was something you earn after effort, after progress, after doing enough. So when my body asked to slow down, I questioned it. I wondered if I was avoiding something, falling behind, or losing momentum. It took me a while to realize this. Sometimes rest isn't avoidance, it's self trust. Many of us were taught that safety was taking action and always moving and being in a spot where you have to continue to keep the energy flowing by creating an urgency and not stopping to relax because you think relax is a state of failure. And in this video, I want to talk about how safety is created in a nervous system where you're able to just sit and hold the energy and learn to direct the show by trusting yourself that knowing things will be done, even if you have to take a break. Our old pattern of what self-trust is, keep moving, continue to keep going forward by creating an urgency and always creating more and more and more and more, because when we stop, that's when we fail. And creating a stillness capacity is really allowing yourself to be creative by sitting still. And that's what I want to teach you is stillness can come from just using your magnetic field, your aura, which is how you think, how you telescopes, how you write your own direction in life, because you are your own conductor. The conductor of your own reality is able to write down a task, a to-do list, and sit and be able to hold it. And that's the seventh body, which is your aura, is being able to hold the capacity of letting the magic around you work itself. And this is where the creation of stillness is an ecosystem. And this is where I had to learn myself is, if I'm an entrepreneur, I can't do all the work myself, which I did in the past. I was my own social media manager. I was my own accountant. I was my own salesman. I was my own developer. I was my own production manager. So I was doing everything on my own to the point where I got sick from overworking myself, and I allow myself to chase this hustle that I'm an entrepreneur, so I have to do everything myself. But I've studied the energy of many mentors that are successful now, and their philosophy is really just sit in stillness and just sit and telescope out exactly what you want, and it will come. You start to attract, you start to really be your own foundation by creating the foundation around you. And I've learned that, that feeling of stillness requires trust. And being able to sit in stillness, to call things in, is trust. And this is where manifestation comes in. We are directing the energy of our thoughts in what we want, and then allowing the feminine energy, which is your right side, to call it in, to sit in the stillness, where your masculine energy is just you thinking on what you want and let the universe call it in, bring it in. And this is where we realize, oh, if I can just sit and meditate and be in stillness without having to hustle, without having to chase something, I can attract it. We want to be able to build the creation through other people we meet, which is a relationship. And the relationship is partnerships, business relationships, love partnerships. So it can be whatever you want it to be, but you have to realize that we are allowed to receive help. And by that is just being able to realize that stillness is a creation of your peace, of your love for yourself, without having to hustle for an energy that would burn you out. A nervous system that doesn't feel safe, it creates resistance. It feels that relaxing or being still for a moment is losing control, and it becomes a risk, right? But if I told you that sitting in stillness is the key. So just imagine Buddha, right? He wanted to create peace. So instead of going out and exerting his energy to tell everyone, we need to create peace on earth, we need to do this, he just sat under a tree in stillness and in meditation, and he created that peace within himself. And what happens is he started to vibrate peace out into the magnetic field. And this is where he can create the peace by just sitting still within his own body. And that's the teaching of Buddha. You don't go chasing for outside validation. That's going to come to you. Where if you just sit in stillness, if you sit in peace, you take one breath, inhale and then exhale out, knowing that everything's going to be fine. Everything's all going to work out for you. And that's my motto in life, is the lucky girl syndrome. I'm so lucky everything works out for me. I'm so lucky that everything works out for me. And that's what I tell myself every day when I wake up is, I'm creating my own reality. I'm creating my own life. My manifestation comes from my own thoughts, my own conscious thoughts. And everything just works out for me. And being able to sit in meditation for an hour a day for myself, because that's my own date, I am so grateful for it. Because before that, yes, I was hustling. I was going out, trying to chase money, trying to chase for clients. And now I'm just like, you know what? If they come, they'll come. When you build the system within your own ecosystem, they will come. And I've learned to really be in my own peace and grounding it and embodying it. And, when I sit in a room now, I have strangers tell me that they're happy that I sat next to them, because the moment I came into the room, they felt safe. They felt this energy that came out of me where everything will be okay, because I live in that peace within myself. So what happens is that vibrates out. The love vibrates out. The comfort of everything will work out vibrates out, and the next person will feel it. And that's just how energy works. When you clear yourself, you're doing the duty of humanity. And what happens with that, with my meditation, it created this rest that my body needed. And from there becomes a trust that I didn't need to rush for validation. I didn't need to go and hustle for validation. Where if I just sit in stillness, I learn that everything will happen as it happens. The alignment will come. And that's where I have to lean on my faith that everything will always work out for me. And just creating that trust, that internal trust within myself, because I can commit to myself first, and I'm able to generate that outwards. And your body just knows when it needs to stop to regulate, when it needs to stop to slow down. It's going to tell you. And that's when you start to get sick. You start to feel stress. And those are just signs that your body's telling you to slow down. It's not a state of a feeling. It's your body reacting to you just rushing. And trust is created by you integrating that being in stillness, slowing down, is something that we were never taught. We were just taught to keep going, keep moving. The integration of creating this nervous system and creating a new pattern for your nervous system to slow down, and learning that things will come in alignment when you're able to create this bigger capacity so you can hold things in your life. That's trust. It's trusting that everything will always work out and everything is already yours. And everything requires trust. And the trust is just created when you believe in yourself.